It's Friday and I'm back with yet another Q&A video, but I hope you still remember me because there's this guy called Abik who's stealing all my thunder on this channel. ये बहुत लड़का बहुत वीडियो बना रहा है ना, इसका वीडियो थोड़ा कम करना पड़ेगा, ऐसा बहुत चल रहा है इसका वीडियो. Guys, it's really good to see you giving all the support to Abik on this channel as you have been giving us over the past year or so on both Fiiber and Fiiber Hindi. And I hope you really like his videos because he'll keep doing all those cool stuff on this channel, and I'll keep meeting you as well. Right now I'm focusing more on the Hindi channel, but you'll keep seeing me on the English channel more frequently as well. That's something that I'm gonna try. So this past week in fact was very interesting for us. I mean, me and Manmeet went to Hyderabad to shoot Mivi's factory, and there are a couple of videos that we have done there. So Mivi has this really cool factory in Hyderabad where they make all their audio products, and we have also talked to their co-founders, and both those videos will drop on the channel very soon. There are a couple of interesting products also launching in the next week or so. There's going to be Nothing Phone 1, there's also Redmi K50i which is coming. So all that, all those cool content you will get on the channel as well. But this is our favorite, at least my favorite Q&A video where I take up all your questions and I try and answer them. So all those who are new on the channel, please put your questions in the comments box. Use the hashtag Let's Get Techie and I'll take them up in next week's video. First question I have is from Sandeep Apasani. अच्छा लगता है नए नए सब्सक्राइबर्स आते हैं, क्वेश्चंस पूछते हैं, तो जो लोग और भी नए हैं, you also keep putting your questions. And he's asking me, can you suggest good earbuds around rupees 5,000? I'm using OnePlus 8 Pro and iPhone 13 Pro Max. Around rupees 5,000, I would suggest you the Oppo Enco Air 2 Pro. I mean, they cost around rupees 3,500. One of the best earbuds I've used under rupees 5,000 this year. There's a full review on our Hindi channel, so you can check that out. I've talked about everything in detail. Simran has also done a separate video where she's done a buying guide between the Enco Buds Air 2 Pro, Realme Buds 3 and also one TWS from JBL. So you can get more options under rupees 5,000 there. But yes, if you ask me to pick one TWS, then that will be the Oppo Enco Buds Air 2 Pro. The next question I have is from Spider. Is it worth buying the Samsung Galaxy A52s now? See, if you consider in terms of specifications, not much has changed since this phone launched. Even if you compare it with the other A series smartphones in the same price point, they're more or less same. But my only concern is in terms of the software experience. So if you want to buy a phone, buy a latest one because then you'll get more years of software update on the phone. So you can use it for a few more months or years maybe than an old phone. Next question I have is from Leo Tanpuya. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right, because the question is also very tricky, by the way, as your name is. The question is Poco F4 versus OnePlus Nord 2T versus iQOO Neo 6 versus Moto Edge 30. Which phone should I go for? I am average gamer, also into videography. In that case, what I'll recommend you is the iQOO Neo 6. I'll be very honest with you. See, I haven't used the Moto Edge 30, but Abik has done a comparison between the Moto Edge 30 and Poco F4 on the channel, so you can watch that. I've just started using the OnePlus Nord 2T, so I haven't spent enough time to give a verdict on that. Poco F4 and iQOO Neo 6 I've used very thoroughly. And just because your priority is gaming first and then videography, I'm recommending you the iQOO Neo 6. If you would have asked me that you want something to watch content, then I would have gone for the Poco F4. So that is the only reason I am picking the iQOO Neo 6. The next two questions are from Vishal Kriplani. The first one is, smartphones are becoming boring. There are too many launches. We need better software and security updates. Now Vishal, here's an interesting perspective. Okay, we keep hearing that there are too many smartphone launches these days. But honestly speaking, even if you go 3 or 4 years back, there used to be equal number of smartphone launches. The only difference is that now the smartphones that are launching are more or less the same. There is nothing to differentiate them from each other, and that is the problem. It's not the number of launches, but it's the lack of innovation in those launches. And I totally agree with you that companies also have to focus more on giving software and security updates instead of just rolling out new hardware and new devices and just bombarding the market with them. The next question from him is, why Android phones have less years of software support as compared to iPhones? Now, if you go to these Android companies, they'll have thousands of reasons for this, but I'll just narrow it down and put it bluntly out there. It just comes down to the choice. It's a choice that these companies are making because they do not want to spend so much on the software support. they give only 2 to 3 years of software support. I mean, 3 is also very ambitious. It's only a few brands like Samsung or OnePlus in a lot of occasions where they give 3 years of software support. Otherwise, most brands just restrict it to 2 years, even on mid-premium to flagship phones, and it's really, really sad. And that's where I think Apple and even Google, in the Pixel phones, a lot of people prefer them because they give you the sort of longevity that you want from a phone. And I totally agree with you. Yes, the Android smartphone makers also have to work on giving better software support, unless people will keep preferring iPhone over the Android phone. So these are the questions that I had for today's video, guys. And if in case I missed out on any of your questions, because I keep getting a lot of comments and questions, do put them in the comments box. I'll try and address them in one of the coming videos. And keep watching the channel. Thank you.